Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the news and pop culture stories of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, didn't I say in yesterday's video, you guys, that him writing in his book Spare, the amount of enemy combatants in Afghanistan that he unalived, that would paint a massive red target on his back? Did I say that? I think I did. Well, guess what? There's a heck of a lot more important people in the military that are now saying the exact same thing. Also, as well, I've got the full quote for you, but reportedly, the Taliban are turning round and telling him that he's an absolute idiot. I'm going to give you the full quote on that one. It's insane. Before I do all of that, though, a little bit of housekeeping. Firstly, YouTube human reviewer, I see you lurking. I'm not going to say any trigger words or anything that's going to offend your ear holes. And to everyone else awesome enough to have clicked on this video, hi, welcome, how you doing? If you love news and pop culture on the daily, served with a little bit of sass and gobbiness, which is basically this, right? Do make sure you click on that subscribe button, like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories and whatever's. Also, as well, if you appreciate this video, you can always consider sending me a super thanks, which is just below this video right here. And whew, yeah, let's really jump into this, shall we? So let's remind ourselves as to the extract that's been leaked from his upcoming book, Spare. So Prince Harry, he recounts in his memoir his time as a gunner in an Apache attack helicopter while on his second tour in Afghanistan back in 2012. He says it was possible to establish an unalivement count because he was able to watch the camera footage of every mission that he had flown on. So he writes that in the era of Apaches and laptops, it was possible to establish with exactness how many I had unalived. And it seemed to me essential not to be afraid of that number. So my number is 25. It's not a number that fills me with satisfaction, but nor does it embarrass me. He then acknowledged that he dehumanized those that he had injured or, let's say, unalived in battle. He says, when I found myself plunged in the heat and confusion of combat, I didn't think of those 25 as people. They were chess pieces removed from the board. Bad people eliminated before they could unalive good people. Now, in yesterday's video, and I'll link it in the description bar below, I said that was a bad move on Prince Harry's part to actually mention any of that in his book. Why? Because he's admitting to this, and that's going to potentially inflame the other side, i.e. the Taliban, and there was already a high target on his back to begin with, because A, he was in Afghanistan, and B, he's part of the royal family. There was a high bounty on his head to begin with. For him now to turn around and be like, yeah, I unalived 25 of the enemy combatants, it's just reignited the whole situation, and it's painted an absolute target on his back that not only has put him in danger, but in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, has also put his wife, Meghan Markle, in danger and his children. The security nightmare that they must be facing right now, because he wrote that in his book, must be immense. And I'm not the only one that's thinking that. Oh, no. So army veterans have criticised Prince Harry for including this in his memoir. So let's look at this. So Afghanistan veterans have questioned how far Harry could be short of how many he had unalived. A former para said, I've never heard anyone talk about unalivement counts. It's crass and frankly cringeworthy. Unaliving someone is the most serious thing you can ever do on ops. Serious people don't talk it up as a game to shift a few bucks. Whoo! He just got slammed there for using his military service to make a few coin. Yeah. Also says, whilst it's not uncommon for soldiers to watch the footage that was recorded to analyse how the mission had unfolded, the veteran added, "You can't always tell who's been unalived or injured. No one is going into a flattened building to check." I know I wouldn't. If that building's flattened, that's it. It's done. It's eradicated from the freaking earth. Do you know what I mean? A former British Army commander in Afghanistan, retired Colonel Richard Kemp, said the comments may put the prince's security at greater risk. Extremists who support the Taliban may now be motivated to unalive him because of memories that have been resurrected by his comments, he told Sky News. Exactly what I said yesterday. Exactly what I said yesterday. Him commenting on how many people he unalived whilst he was on tour is completely going to inflame the other side, and it's going to bring back up this whole bounty that he had on his head at the time. Think about it. His safety and that now of Meghan Markle and his children, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, completely in danger. Completely in danger. I hope they've got the best security in the world right now. Because I am proper scared for them. I really am. This is no joke. Now, the Taliban, they have responded. So let's go through the full quote. And we'll end with the whole loser comment, because that is reportedly completely insane, right? So here we go. So a senior Taliban leader has told Prince Harry that those that he had unalived in Afghanistan were not chess pieces, but they were humans. So hopefully I'm pronouncing this right. If not, I apologise. Anas Haqqani, a senior aide to the Interior Minister, tweeted, "Mr. Harry, the ones you unalived were not chess pieces. They were humans. They had families who were waiting for their return. Among the unalivers of Afghans, not many have your decency to reveal their conscience and confess to their war crimes." Oh, yeah. Some heavy words there. He also says they were freedom fighters of their country. You were invaders. Their cause was legitimate. They were heroes of the people, but you were their enemy. He went on to say that the prince ought to be questioned by the court for crimes against humanity, and said the people of his country cursed the royal. Now, he's not going to go and be held up at The Hague. That ain't going to be happening anytime soon, okay? But she's the bed. He got a response back from Taliban, and reportedly a more insane response. Check this out. They've allegedly also branded him as a big mouth loser. I shiz you not, who's trying to get attention. So apparently, from a checkpoint near the Iranian border, a Taliban spokesperson has reportedly told the Daily Mail that Harry is a beeping loser who fled to his grandmother's palace, saying he's a big mouth loser who's been trying to get attention. He says, we are still here ruling, but he has fled to his grandmother's palace. He's a big mouth loser who's been trying to get attention, said Taliban commander, again, apologies if I mispronounce this, Agar Gol, in conversation with the Daily Mail. Like, seriously, guys, if that is true, the Taliban have just called Prince Harry a freaking big mouth loser. You can't get more insane than that, can you? But that doesn't cover up the seriousness of this situation right now. He could be now, quite frankly, legitimately a target. And by extension, his family as well. And that is very, very dangerous. And that is very, very serious and very, very concerning. I hope he's paid for the best security in the world. I really, really do. Hey, this is a scary, scary scenario right now. And I hope they're okay and nothing comes of this. But to be fair, you know, like Colonel Richard Kemp said, retired former British Army commander, the what he's written in his book has now put Prince Harry's security at greater risk. So he's saying, just me saying it anymore, guys. All right? This is retired Colonel Richard Kemp, a former British Army commander, that's saying this as well. Guys, you know what, though? This has been a little bit of a serious one. Okay, you know, the big mouth loser was a little bit of a funny quote, reportedly from Taliban. But overall, this is a serious video, guys. Not to be trifled with. What the deuce was Prince Harry thinking of writing that in his book? No, no. Oh, my goodness. But, guys, enough with my gob. It's time for your gobs. Comment down below. Do you think him writing this in his book has not only put his life in danger, but also the security of his wife, Meghan Markle, and his children in danger? Comment down below. And if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, there's going to be more, because when this book is finally released in the UK, I'm going to read it so you don't have to, and I'm going to tell you everything that's in that book. So if you don't want to miss out on that, then make sure you subscribe right now to join our Alter Nerd tribe. Help us get to 100k. Like, share, comment down below as ever your opinion, conspiracy theories, and whatevers. Also, as well, if you appreciated today's Daily Nerd, you can always consider sending me a super thanks, which is just below this video right here. And until the next time, you guys, laters.